I'm so excited about this. I'm going to be bringing you in the mind of Adolf Hitler. Well, you may say that, well, that's nothing new. Historians have really documented about the man Adolf Hitler. But what historians haven't looked at is a really good psychological post-mortem, really, of what made up the mind of Adolf Hitler. And what is so exciting about this is until recently, both the British and the American government kept some papers secret. And they were basically offender profiles on Adolf Hitler. So we're going to have a look at those, and not only can we look at them, but I'm going to supply you with copies. I'm also going to supply you with a free copy of a book written by a guy called Walter Langer, who was a psychoanalyst that looked at Hitler. So what did Hitler think of himself? What did the German people think of him? What was he suffering from? And how accurate were those profiles? Just have a look at this. So welcome to the mind of Adolf Hitler. This is what we're going to do. He was a demagogue. That's a political leader who seeks support by appealing to the desires and prejudice of ordinary people rather than using rational argument. And rational argument is one thing Hitler certainly didn't use. There's a picture of him. This is what we're going to have a look at. We're going to get into the mind of Adolf Hitler. What was his decision making like? What did other people think of him? Were his decisions rational? Was he suffering from some sort of mental illness? And of course, if he was, where is the evidence? These are the 4 sessions. This is interesting as well, because you can see this is marked secret, and it was kept secret for quite a long time. Someone actually analysed his speeches, which were by 1942 getting more and more explosive. You're going to get a copy of these. We're going to look at these 4 sessions, the background of Adolf Hitler. What was his upbringing? There's no thoroughly reliable information, but there's certainly some good pointers. What can we glean from his early years background? There is a thing I want to explain to you, and it won't need a lot of explaining, the Messiah complex. There's no doubt about it that he thought that he was some sort of deity reborn, probably Jesus Christ. Secondly, the secret wartime reports. What do they tell us? How accurate were they? They're really, really interesting reading. And as I keep saying, because I'm excited about this, you will get copies. Why were they kept secret for so long? There's a really good, interesting answer to that. Was he mad? Was he bad? Or was he evil? I like applying those 3 words to these types of demagogue. What mental illness? What does the mental illness measurements tell us? And you are going to undertake those measurements. And then finally, psychological assessment and reconstruction of Adolf Hitler and conclusions. What kind of man was he? How accurate were the conclusions and predictions of psychoanalysts? And that is what we're going to look at in these sessions.